Hey, yo, turn on the light. Let's go.
Welcome to the West Tennessee Volcast. I'm your host, Scotty D. Here as always with my co-host, JW.
Hello, Vol fans.
Got some exciting news. We've got a interview set up tomorrow, our first interview, and it is with Marquez Taylor out of McKenzie, Tennessee. He's already been offered from UT, and he's got offers from several schools actually, Ole Miss and Memphis, Eastern Kentucky. He's got a few other offers. He's only a sophomore. Well, he'll be a junior this year. So he's still got a couple years of high school left. He's a 2023 recruit, but plays multiple positions, got 4.43 speed. Was really impressive when he made it. He's been to Rocky Top a couple times, made a couple visits up there. They were really impressed with him. And we have an interview set up for him tomorrow. So hopefully we can get that done and get it posted for you. And we look forward to talking to him.
Yeah, Marquez Taylor's got a lot of talent. 4'4", 340. Plays here locally in McKenzie, Tennessee. I'm gonna try to get up there Friday nights, check him out. He camped at UT and real impressive. They played him several different positions. Excited to talk to him and excited to see him play on Friday nights this year.
Yep. Lots of news on Rocky Top this week. Not all of it good, unfortunately. Caden Salter was released as expected after his second run in with the police, drug charges. We touched on it a little bit last week. And, hate to see it. Heupel, he was put in a bad situation there. And I know he's a young kid. Kids make mistakes, but he was just reinstated 3 weeks ago for the same thing. And it's not really the severity of the crime. I know it was, a lot of people saying, well, it's just weed. But out of your quarterback and one of your young players that just got in trouble, you want better judgment than that. And it just showed poor judgment. And, you got to send a message to the team, that these kind of things aren't going to be tolerated. So I totally understand them having to let him go.
Yeah, I think most of the Vol Nation was expecting it. I think Coach Heupel made the right decision. It was basically he was left no choice on it. Regardless of your stance on weed, I don't even think kids old enough to buy cigarettes legally. So I don't think it was about the weed. I think it was more about his decision making. Not somebody that you want making decisions on the offense in final 2 minutes of a game. But we wish the kid luck. Wish him luck.
Yeah, I mean, he's a kid. We've all made mistakes. Not going to bash the kid. Doesn't mean he's a bad kid. Hopefully he can go somewhere, get another chance, and put this behind him. But like we said, we really didn't have much of a choice there. I really don't think he was going to see the field with what we had ahead of him anyway, and him already being behind, being suspended. So probably going to get him playing time this year anyway. But you don't need distractions like that, and the rest of the team looking to see how Heupel was going to react to it. I think it kind of set a precedent that, hey, we're not going to tolerate that. So unfortunate, but it is what it is, and wish him the best of luck. Also, defensive lineman Greg Emerson, Jackson native from Northside High School, has entered the transfer portal. Not a huge surprise. He's been a little disgruntled, the last few weeks. Been a little bit of rumblings about something possibly happening with him. Heard that possibly kind of a conflict with one of the coaches. I didn't hear who exactly. Sometimes, it's just a bad fit. It's, I'm sure he's frustrated. He's been battling injuries off and on during his time there. He's went through a couple different coaching staffs now. He was highly touted coming out of high school. I'm sure his career hasn't ended up the way he hoped it would. And So we wish him the best too. Hate to lose him. We really needed the depth. But, if he wasn't happy and it wasn't working out, you want everybody on board and everybody kind of rowing in the same direction and everybody buying in. So if it wasn't working out, it's probably for the best.
Yeah, he kind of got in Coach Pruitt's doghouse last year. Didn't have a good year. Didn't get much playing time. Year before last, he showed out. Had a real good year. So didn't get off to a good start with this coaching staff. But we wish Greg the best.
Also, one of the recruits or the transfers we've been following, Karan Prunty, the player out of Kansas that had narrowed his choices down to South Carolina and us, made his decision, and he's going with South Carolina. Hated to miss out on him. He would have really bolstered our secondary, but I don't know much about his background. I don't know if he's got any ties to South Carolina. I don't know what went into the decision making of picking them over us. It might have been, the fact of us still being under investigation and kind of the cloud hanging over us and the uncertainty with that. I know I've read a lot about other schools using that against us in recruiting, really painting the dark picture and putting a lot of doubt in kids' heads. So not sure if that played a part in it or not. But and I wish they could come to a decision soon so we don't have to worry about those kind of things, because I think it probably is hurting us. And if there's anything a school can use against you, they're going to do it. It's a dirty game sometimes.
Oh yeah, they're going to use that against the Vols. We could spend a whole day talking about that topic.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, and who knows what'll happen? It's just up in the air, and I really don't think it's going to be as severe as some people think. Everybody that was involved with it's no longer with the program. I know they didn't name names with kids that supposedly received money, but with all the transfers that we've had, I imagine if there were kids that received money, that they're probably not with the program anymore. So it's kind of a clean slate. So you hope they take that into consideration and don't punish the ones that are here now that had nothing to do with it. So, I'm guessing probably lose a few scholarships and maybe a 1-year bowl ban, hopefully. But there's no guarantee, we're gonna be seeing a bowl anytime soon anyway. I hope we are. But
yeah, they fired 9 coaches. Anybody that was involved in that is no longer with the program. That's got away with the NCAA on their findings, and still waiting on that. I don't think it'll be anytime soon. It doesn't look like it.
Yeah. So that's it for the bad news. Goodness. Right now, anyway. We do have a lot of good recruits there this weekend at Rome Rocky Top. I think Coach Heupel's actually having a big barbecue at his house today for the recruits to host them. Big names that are there this weekend. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, some more good news is Aaron Beasley was reinstated to the football team. The animal cruelty charges that was against him, the case was dismissed. He was reinstated to the football team. He'll give us some much needed depth at linebacker. I think he'll get some playing time, probably second string, but our linebacker core with the 2 transfers coming in is looking better. So I don't think it's no longer going to be the weak spot on the team. Yeah, we got some big recruits there this week. I guess the number 1 rated running back in the country, Branson Robinson from Mississippi's there, 4-star. He, if you've seen him on camera, he just looks like a beast. He's going to make his decision July 22nd. The Vols are in the running for it. Vols were the last campus that he went to. So hopefully Jerry McNeil can do the magic and get him in. Cameron Miller from Memphis, Tennessee, local kid. He's a 4-star receiver back on campus this week. along with the 4-star receiver Isaiah Horton. He's there for his second visit. This one is an unofficial visit, but we really need help at receiver. Also, we got a local kid from Hardin County, a 3-star wide receiver, Caden Pope. We'd love to see Vols pick up another West Tennessee kid in that recruit.
Yeah, Cameron Miller he's out of Memphis, and I've seen a lot of projections. We got a pretty good shot of landing him. Hopefully, the staff has really been hitting him hard and heavy. Read somewhere that Heupel's calling him a couple times a week, and he's also in contact with Coach Burns and Jerry Mack. I think his family knows them. The Burns being from Memphis, I think they've known him a pretty good while. So I think we got a pretty good shot at him. He's a 4-star. Alabama, I think Georgia. There's lots of other big schools recruiting him too. So hopefully the visit goes well this weekend, and we need to. It's getting late in the game. We need to start getting some more commits. So hopefully,
I don't know why if you're a receiver you wouldn't want to come to UT and play. I think they're going to be similar to Ole Miss offense like last year. Hopefully we'll have a little better defense than Ole Miss had, but it's going to be some exciting football and a change in volunteer football.
Yeah, I think it's going to look a lot different. If that spring game's any indication, this, I know it's just a spring game, and it was our offense against our defense, so it's kind of hard to tell. But there was a lot of players that weren't in there yet. But I think it's the up tempo is something we hadn't seen for a pretty good while. So I think they are going to light up the scoreboard, and we have a lot of weapons, especially wide receiver and running back. Depending on who the quarterback's going to be, we got some mobile quarterbacks. We got Bailey. He's not as mobile, but he's got a good arm, really accurate. Throw it all over the field. So we got a lot to work with. And Heupel's, he's been successful everywhere he's been on offense. Even when he was in the SEC with Missouri, had the number 1 offense in the SEC when he was there. So he knows what the SEC is all about. He's not scared of SEC defenses. So looking forward to it.
Yep, can't wait. Looks like 68, 69 days for season. It'll be here before you know it. I also want to congratulate, we had 4 Vols announced the preseason All-SEC team, Paxton Brooks, Cade Mays, Felix Jones, and Ron Flowers. So congratulations to those guys.
Yeah, looking for big things out of them this year. Felix Jones especially. Been hearing really good things about him from how he's looking, and be his second year with the team, so he's more familiar with everybody and everything. So I look for him to be a leader on that with that wide receiver core.
Yeah, he's got a chance to make some big money this year if he shows out as far as going into the NFL draft. So wish him luck.
Okay, well, make sure you tune in when we get our interview posted. Hopefully, it'll be tomorrow, maybe Tuesday, but hopefully tomorrow. And make sure you follow us on all your social media. We're on Instagram, Facebook. Our Facebook group is up to, I think, 328, so it's really growing. Share it with your friends. We're on Twitter, YouTube. Make sure and go to YouTube, like, subscribe, and leave us some comments. We'd like to hear from you. Tell us what we're doing good, what we're doing bad, what we can improve upon. Any suggestions, any questions, anything you'd like for us to cover. We want you guys to be involved.
Yeah, 328 members in only 5 weeks. So glad to see that. Hope to keep growing. And don't forget our interview tomorrow with local kid Mackenzie Marquez Taylor.
Yeah, we're hoping that's just the first of many interviews. We're going to work on trying to get some more recruits, maybe some local coaches. High school football coming up here before you know it. So we're hoping to get out and and see some of these kids live and provide you a lot more content.
As always, go Vols.
Yeah, we'll talk to you next week. Make sure you catch the interview that we post, and we'll get it posted as soon as we can. Appreciate it.